toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go and make a statement today.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. And it works if he can get the first down. And he just runs out of bounds, and I think he's short. I think he misjudged where he had to get.
We'll give the return team credit there because they were able to rally and get a massive stop. Now, the kicking team thought they had the perfect play, and they snap it to the up man. He sees his target down.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown!
running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The offense changing the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Lots of room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes out ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finds the tight end. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, his ball. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mendoza. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And the Hoosiers have this offense rolling. That's caught. It's Bond. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Selden. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Bond. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Tracy. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wide out. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Both teams wanted to to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Reed. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Indiana.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Reed. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game. Touchdown drive.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Tracy. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He makes the
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll try to pop the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes a man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Here comes the heat. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Dan, let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The chains now on second and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Gets the back moving. Calls his own number. Finding open areas. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Toss sweep right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, they're after him. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get ready. Set. Dino.
Back to pass. It's Reed. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the draw. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give out of the gun. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Complete to the right. Smashes ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
28.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bond. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fowler. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He uncorks one deep. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Eagles team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Tracy. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Pocket breaking down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David